What's up YouTube? This is the Billy Bob HD bringing you another Let's Play. Today I've got a brand new series. This is HOI 4, the Great War mod. We are going to play as the United Kingdom. And so I've had a couple of you guys request, playing something a little different in terms of, being on the Entente side, for example. And a couple of you actually requested that I play as UK, which is going to be pretty fun. So let's get to it here. I've organized a couple of things before kicking off. We do need to pick up our research now. So it is May of 1910, so in the earlier stages of the game here, we're just going to be looking to boost up our country and our tech and production and that sort of thing as we move closer to 1914 and the overall war in general. So I like to start off with some industrial research tech for sure. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get the basic hand tools here. 76 days. Medicine. Supply consumption goes down, so that's a good one to get. Oil extraction. Helps us out with some resources, right? Resource gain efficiency plus 3%. Oil plus 2%. Let's put that in. If we go over here to engineering, we've already started out with some electrical engineering stuff, which is good. We can go ahead and get the mechanical computing here at 91 days just to get the research moving a little bit quicker, which will be good. We have some military factories here left over. We've got 6, so we're producing out, or starting to at least produce out, some of this infantry equipment here. I'm actually going to go ahead and plug in 2 more factories into gun production here. We start out with infantry equipment level 1. Support equipment is going to be very, very important. And then I think let's give 1 and 1 like this. That leaves me with one other sort of military factory here at this point. We've got the Silver Ghost researched here. Interesting. We can also start building Zeppelins potentially. Right now all we have is Scouts. I'm actually not going to hit the aviation production here quite yet. So this last one here, let's give that to gun production again. So 422. Naval dockyards, we've got 11 of those free, where you can see we are missing oil. Let's see, missing oil and wood here at this point. So we've got lots and lots of lines open up for protected cruisers and battle cruisers and dreadnoughts. So let's boost up the dreadnought production here, like this and this and this. Battle cruisers the same here and here. And then I'll just give 1 extra dockyard to the protected cruiser like this. Which, I think if we actually turn off... I'm going to turn off some of this cruiser line here. Like this. And we're just going to consolidate that down into 1 protected cruiser off. Okay. So, what that's going to do is bring back the ability to boost these up like this. So 1 protected cruiser line there. Let's have everybody sort of produce out here in Cornwall. Whoops. Cornwall. There we are. Want all of my new fleets to sort of collect here. Boom. And you know what? I think I'm actually going to consolidate here as well. Dreadnought. Okay, so that gives us something that looks like this. Okay, perfect. We've already queued up some civilian factory construction happening here. We're going to want to put in for a couple of dockyards as well right after that. We've got 15 rather, civilian factories working here, 10 working here. Modify my government now. Yeah, we're sitting at volunteer only. Limited conscription, 10% world tension is needed, so it's going to be a little while before we can get that. The good news is we do start off with some political power here. So I'm going to grab the... Yeah, I'm just going to grab St. John Broderick here. That's going to give us extra army experience, which we've already got 15 of that built up. So here's my sort of standard infantry division template so far. 6,100 in manpower. We do need to add... Cost 9 to add that artillery, 9 to add the infantry. Let's go ahead and add in another infantry for now. 7,100 in manpower there. So reinforcements wise, yeah, we're gonna have to bring some manpower up to our divisions, and then lots of infantry equipment needed. You can see almost 9,000 guns needed. Support equipment and field guns are also in there. So we've got to let sort of the reinforcements bring themselves up before we actually start producing out new divisions. So I think I'm going to do a little consolidation plan here and consolidate some of these ships, for example, here and here. That's going to look good. I've got humongous fleets out in these areas. Let's go ahead and take you and combine you in there. A group of 40 ships will combine you in like that. Okay. 6 subs here. Let's send you over to the Irish portion. And then a bunch more ships here that we'll try to combine in like this. So we'll try to consolidate those. We've also got to manage and worry about all of our territories that we hold around the world. Even in Asia over here, Singapore, for example. New national focus. So lots of different choices here, including the diplomatic sort of way of things, and then, you know, sort of your standard industrial efforts and such down this way. What I was looking at was trying to obtain some more manpower. You can see we're down to 280k in overall recruitable population right now. We are going to make 1.1k per month, so that's really good to start out with. Equipment effort, industrial effort has already been complete. We could swing through like the infrastructure effort, for example. Commonwealth ties, right? Develop the Raj. So we could work on developing our Commonwealth territories there. But I was actually going to look at just sending the British diplomats out here. Release Ireland. Crush Irish separatists. Looks like you get some manpower out of this. 50k. That's pretty cool. And then you can also go over this way and sort of prepare for war, etc. Okay, so let's go ahead and send the diplomats then. And we're going to kick it off. And we're going to go up to speed 5 right now. Death of Edward VII, yes. I have 1 division down here in Gibraltar, but we also have a Mediterranean fleet sitting here. Same with Malta. Albanian revolt, yes. And then Cyprus over here is sort of naked right now, sort of just sitting there. All right, let's combine all of these guys, right, that. South Africa independence. The Union is formed. We're going to combine this battle group in like this. Combine this battle group in like this. That's going to be my biggest one at 179 ships there. Okay, so we brought those together. Now, let's take these submarines here, and we're going to bring them in and combine them in with the Gibraltar fleet. Okay, we've also got a couple of divisions down here in the Middle East, it looks like. Send the British diplomats, yes, is finished. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick, we can support Russian Empire. Rapprochement. Consolidate the Triple Entente here. Join. This would cause everybody to sort of join the Entente going this way, which makes sense. Assert British position in Central Europe here. Anti-German policy. Anti-Austria-Hungary policy. I like looking at all of these. There's just tons and tons of options, right? Bureaucracy, etc. So let's actually swing back over here now to the industrial efforts. We're going to sort of skip back and forth, I think, between the two. Okay, what is this? Japan-Korea Annexation Treaty. Oh well. Basic hand tools is now finished, so let's swing back here. It is still 1910 July at this point, so improved hand tools is going to be important. Factory output, heavy industry. Let's go for improved hand tools then, as we continue to try to produce out guns. Producing out guns and other equipments. Okay. Let's turn it back on here. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, 45 ships here. We're going to combine all of you in, consolidating our naval forces a little bit. I think I'm going to leave the Asian fleets sort of how they are. You can see a smaller fleet out here in Hong Kong, for example. Alright, what did we just finish? We just finished another research here with the mechanical computing, recovery rank, air superiority plus 1%, decryption and encryption. Let's take the decryption here at 130 days. So we'll have that slot sort of work on our electronics and bringing up the electronics in general. New surgical instruments is getting ready to come out here in about another month. Infrastructure effort. Very cool. Constructions, how are those going? Oh good, we've already finished sort of our first civilian factory. So this one is going to be finishing October 20th of this year, which is coming up. Surgical instruments finished. Excellent. Wait, 1915 here is when we can actually get the next level fighter. The Sopwith Pup. Sopwith Triplane. We'll have to take a look at those two models and sort of see what's most appropriate. Tactical bomber, same thing there. We're good till 1914 on our naval techs, which is good to see. We've actually already got transports here researched out. Good. Land doctrine would be a good one to get. Mass charge. Alright. Yeah, those land doctrines are important as you get closer towards the war here. Infrastructure effort is now finished, so let's go ahead and take... Let's go ahead and take the assert British position here in Central Europe. That'll give us some more political power gain. Okay, the good news is we've actually got enough experience here to add another guy in like this. Combat width of 14. Portugal becomes a republic. Cool. These are my support units that we have in there, so that's fine. Infantry equipment coming in now. That need is down to 6,200, so that's good. You can see we're producing out over 35 guns per day. Alright, time to modify the government here. Smooth talking charmer. Daily democratic support. Political power gain. Captain of industry. Quartermaster. War industrialist. Let's get the captain of industry to start out with here. In order to move to partial, we're going to need 15% world tension. Alright, let's continue. We'll have to assign some admirals here as well as we begin to deploy our navies around the world. Alright, cool. Let's swing back around here. We're actually good on this stuff till 1914. We could try to research Marines, for example. Or we could swing back around here to the industrial stuff. Let's do that. Let's get the vest pocket camera in. 134 days and continue. 3 dockyards here. I'm going to add this to the battlecruiser line like that. Civilian factories are free now. So let's put in for a couple additional dockyards. Right? We're also going to put in now... Uh-oh. The Civil War Revolution in Mexico kicking out. Let's put in for some additional civilian factories there. Okay. War medicine. Let's take that. Infantry recovery rate and such is always good to have in our back pockets. And time for a new national focus. Anti-German policy here. Gains Germanophobia. Austrophobia. I want to drive down here and see if I... okay. 1914 there. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So we just did a sort of diplomatic one. Oh, 1911. So can't even go into the expansions here yet until next year. It is December. So we might as well start then in by supporting France. 63 days. I'm going to take the traditional Entente route here. Modify my government yet again. Nice. Decryption just finishing out there. I really want to get a... Let's go here. British Petroleum. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about the research slot here as well. 1910. Industry. Okay, let's get the heavy industry here. 76 days before that pops out for us. And I almost forgot about the oil need and the wood need. So let's go over here and try to import some oil from the United States. Wood still needed. Let's import that from the Russians. Perfect. New dockyard now. Let's go and have... We're just going to work on filling out the... Oops. Dreadnought battlecruiser. Support France is finished. And I just noticed this. There we go. Destroyer. Let's continue in with the protected cruiser production there. Yeah, very good. National focus now. We just supported France. We're going to go ahead and support Russia here as well. So let's do that, because we're going to need that to get down to bringing in the Entente, rather. Combine these guys in. And let's just go ahead and set him up here. So Admiral. I'll give you this level 3 guy here. Tyrwhitt. You're going to go out on a search and destroy, covering these areas for now. I want all my new ships to sort of deploy here in Cornwall and be able to count those and such. So we're actually already down to 178k now in manpower. Okay. Recruitable 1.14k. So here we can see we're just now needing that infantry equipment. So 1,300 or so. We are making 45 per day. So that need is dwindling nicely. Support equipment, we're actually finally starting to stockpile some of that. Okay, so it's February now, 1911. So the good news about it being 1911 is I can actually move in on, some additional factory expansion. For example, after sending away all of those factories for trade, that did bring us down to 17 civilian factories working for us here. So new dockyards getting ready to pop out now. And then, yeah, I've queued up these civilian factories to come in after it. So, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 civilian factories are going to be working for us here now. Down to 379 overall there for the guns need at the front. Best pocket camera finished. Excellent. Heavy industry also done. So production-wise here, we're going to want to grab the human-powered transport and upgrade my artillery. Nice. Okay. Sweet. Looking good, guys. Anyway, just wanted to say thanks for watching. Again, this has been the Billy Bob HD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and/or comment if you've enjoyed my content, and we'll catch you next time.